Hello, welcome back to FTL Mods Season 3. Last episode we ended with the Bahamut. We're now moving on to an actual ship pack with a most original name going by FTL 20 ships. I'll probably figure something out anyway. But yes, it's a game. This is a mod created by Pliou. Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce that? I suppose Pliou. Yeah, 20 ships. All a little bit different from what we've seen. So yeah, custom hull images all around, which are quite nice. They don't really fit the boxes all too well, but some of them do, so you know, that's something. So yeah, we got 20 ships right here. Obviously I'm not gonna do full runs with all of them. Let's just do like 1 to 2 sectors with each of them, because I mean the early game is probably the most interesting. After that, things start, you know, original strategies start being thrown out of the water, and you know, you get extra systems and you start playing in your own way. But the early game is where it's at when it comes down to new ships. So yeah, anyway, made with superluminal. All ships have FTL AE weapons and all systems are functional to buy and install, except for artillery, but you know, that's a bit of a separate one, isn't it? Ships have different hull images created from the existing FTL ships. The room structure is rebuilt so it looks like a new thing. Weapons and augments have been rearranged so it's different from the original FTL base start. The energy bars are only the necessary to begin with. So you mean the reactors only upgrade to a point where you can power everything. I tried to make it worth playing so it's challenging for the most ships. I must say that I changed stuff thousands of times. It's madness. Yeah, I'm with you there, buddy. Modeling FTL looks like it's endless with all the things that might come up. I fixed all that I could see. Any suggestions, corrections are welcome. Alright, so we'll start things off with the surgery, which is under construction. This ship, Apoc, action. What? Ship is completely devoid of any description whatsoever. Nothing here. This ship is rock stealth. Slegonomicon, completely devoid. Ships from the Crystal Homeworlds, devoid. I want to know what that means. I'm gonna look up what that means. Give me a sec. Actually, I can do it without having to jump code because I got a browser window open. Let's go to Google. Binary to text. Right, I suppose I can bring this up here so I can actually see what I'm doing. To text. Alright, so now I need to see what it actually does say here. 0101 0010 1100 10. Drum roll, please. Malformed binary. Your binary code is must be devised. So this is nothing, huh? You just slam the keyboard, you know. All right. Anyway, let's start at the. We'll start with the surgery, and like I said, we'll do 1 or 2 sectors depending on how things look over the course of 3 episodes, like the runs usually do. Enough power to start with everything. Yeah, that's not really working, is it? Alright, anyway. We have SMPK on, we have Captain's Edition on. Because why not? We're not going to the end game, I'm not going to be bothered too much by the stuff in there, I suppose. We'll see how these can handle. This one looks simple enough, just your average variety of a stealth ship. Interesting that they already force shields on you. It's something you'd probably buy anyway, but you know, I do kind of wonder why. You know, will not accept surrender. Because I'm not going to the end game doesn't mean I have to play suboptimal. Like cloak here, so to be sort of sure that this thing won't hit me. Yeah, I mean, Burst Laser 2 is a potent weapon, and pretty sure it'll work. First scrap will probably go to shields, well, I mean, after getting a power bar here. Long range scanners is fine, stealth weapons. It's a nice thing, but I don't really see people keeping this. Starting with long range scanners is pretty awesome though, you know. You can start picking fights early on and such. Which is kind of nice. And that started a fire as well. That was easy enough. So yeah, Burst Laser 2 is pretty potent. Thanks to the... What was I gonna say here? Yeah, you got early on missile defense thanks to the cloaking. No shields means you do have issues somewhere else, namely beam drones, for instance. It's going to be a real pain in the neck. But you know, you only need X amount of scrap to get your shields going. So you got that going for you, which is nice. So yeah, early game, probably a lot of the same. Target their weapons, target their shields, and then keep weapons down for the remainder of the fight. I'm looking at this. It says update for AE. I'm kind of wondering if there are enough rooms for everything. Will not accept surrender. I think it's like 15 rooms you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 might be enough if you don't count artillery, I think. You got these 8 here. And then 2 you can't buy. Along with Clone Bay, which replaces Med Bay. Yeah, that's 14. Yep. Alright, everything can be fit in then. Probably best to avoid suns whenever possible. Install the super secret weapon onto your ship. If the option is available for that. Stealth for 25, which is going to be a nice bonus if you want those shields early on. Okay, for now, they won't help me get shields right away anyway. They'll probably dodge the ions because they have a fire chance. Might as well have you repair, we're not going to be dodging anything anymore anyway. So the stealth weapons are nice because it does seem like your first shot will align when you are cloaking for the first time. So it's a nice little thing actually. Nothing really necessary, but you know, it's appreciated. One of these days we'll actually manage to land some hits in here and we can move on. For the time being though, we're a little bit stuck here. Probably have to start focusing on weapons soon again. Hey, there we go. Alright. I'm assuming the other weapon mounts will be here and here. like they fit quite well there. Recharge booster. Handy for running to run. You can clearly see that this is made in superluminal. Well, I mean, it's not a telltale sign, so to say, but it's a feature I noticed, and that's the color of the interior image. It defaults to gray, but superluminal allows you to colorize that pretty easily, and people make use of it apparently. This run is looking for you. Perhaps it's cutting ahead for durable expansion, or maybe they're seeking to use this for coverage regards if I use hostile. I believe if we pick this, we won't get the Ion Storm. The huge storm is approaching. It will soon engulf as part of the nebula and might disrupt your operations. Maybe not. Maybe it just warns you that one of those things is going to happen. Well, either way. Yep, there it is already. Okay. His weapons aren't completely down yet, and it doesn't look like he had to depower anything there. Can't say I'm too pleased with that, but yeah, that's the way it works. If this doesn't hit weapons, though, we are fine. Alright, we'll be good to go. Probably have to deal with one more mind control, but I don't think it's going to be able to cause any damage to us. Mind control's depowered on his end. Okay, I guess he was having issues with power there. I guess that goes to show that the enemy does get afflicted by it. Especially when the Ion Storm isn't part of the original encounter. Well, good luck with that. Probably cloak this. Lucky miss there, I have to say. And from the looks of it, I think one sector will do per ship. He's trying to run, and he might actually succeed at that pretty easily. If we hit every shot... No. We're good. Okay. Deep space gemstones. Alright. Almost done. Ooh, nice. I've only now actually paid attention to the cloaking image. Looks good. Looks good. Not your standard way of dealing with things. Yeah, not bad. So yeah, this thing works. I don't expect to be blown away by any of these, and that's fine, right? This is a big mod, and you know, in my entire modding career, I haven't made this many ships, mainly because I'm kind of, how should I put it, like nitty with it, I suppose. And I like my things to be new and innovative and all that jazz. And I like to think most of them were. Never really dabbled in custom images myself. I suppose that's one big benefit you get if you're already half a decent artist. Not to say that these are bad, just saying that you probably don't need all too much skill and art to create some ship hulls for this. But yeah, even that level was way out of my reach, so I just dabbled in interesting ideas and stuff like that. But you know, some pretty hulls can make up for a lot of things. But yeah, again, mechanics don't blow me away. I highly surprised I will be often. If so, hey, all good and nice. But you know, anyway, that's gonna do it for the first one. Let's head back to the hangar and we'll try out the next one, which is NTech. Double basic lasers, double ion drones. Oddly enough, though, actually, I'm not entirely sure. I know there is an unused blueprint for an ion drone in vanilla AE. Since I've actually never bothered setting it up myself just to see what it looks like, I don't actually know if these are the original images for it. It might be because the forum post, if I look at it, just a sec to bring it back up. All the ships have FTL AE weapons and all systems, yeah. I'm guessing these are indeed the original images for it. I'm used to the ion drones from Captain's Edition, which look obviously way cooler than just your standard, you know, tag drone. But there was also no reason for the developers to create images for it if they weren't planning on using the drone anyway. This thing has a material processor. I'm guessing that's just a fancy pants name for a scrap arm. Absolutely, that processes damaged items within any scrap intake to make them serviceable, enhancing all scrap profits by 10%. Yes, the naming probably comes from SMBK rather than this mod. Alright, let's do sector. Will cost one drone. Okay, so you get both of these up, and if you depower this, you can get one of the ion drones up. I actually haven't seen this drone in action yet, so I don't know how quick it is with the ion damage and doohickery. We have plenty of energies, yeah. We won't... Ooh, interesting shield damage as well. Alright, cool. So yeah, I don't know how the... Wait it out. Welcome aboard, continue. You can go to... shields. Are we being attacked by ASB? That's weird. Oh yeah, so we are. Okay, not the best of starts for this ship, but what are you gonna do, right? We're not dodging it, that's for damn sure. But we can get out before the first one hits, so I just move on to the distress beacon and try not to get blown up. More borders. Alright. I wonder how many you can have on one ship. Suddenly lost all control over doors, which is kind of a nuisance. Clone Bay is still working though, so we can let the crew die here if we so chose to. Only need to power the clone bay to be good here. It's a bit annoying, but it does work. Okay. Not really the start I'm looking for. Combat is what we're after here, not just messing with borders. Alright. Well, let's try to find some combat before we have to leave the sector. Alright, let's get one of them ion drones rocking. So they're slow. And now that I look at it, because I'm playing Captain's Edition, I was half expecting to actually see the new art. So this probably means that Captain's Edition made the ion drones from scratch. Huh. Intriguing. Alright. Well, an asteroid every now and then would be nice on their end, but you know. We just get pummeled by misses anyway. We need to do some repairs or we're gonna be dead real quick here. Yeah, this ain't going well for the ship, isn't it? Wow. How bad the thing can go, huh? Well, so be it. If we die here, we die here. There's not much to say about it, honestly. So yeah, the repair drone, it works. We're just gonna end it here. That was short. Come on. Well, looks like there's some work done to the Gibbs as well. Anyway, hangar. Next one is the Apoc. Did you just mash your hand on the keyboard again? I don't know shit. Hull laser, FTL jammer, hacking. Alright, so you're... Okay. It's kind of similar to that surgeon. Except you have shields and a stronger weapon. Slower, but has a breach chance as well, I think. Alright. Let's hope you fare a little bit better, huh? Then you also have to keep in mind, of course, that if I do terribly here, it's not that the ship's terrible. I am known to not have the greatest amount of luck in this game. You saw some of it right there. No, just some runs are doomed from the beginning, and that was one of them. That's flak with a breach chance, huh? Alright. Let's keep going. Should be easy to finish this thing off. Kind of looking forward to seeing a boarding ship in this. I think they're harder to make, you know, refreshing, shall we say. You know, there's just like, oh, well, here's a teleporter and some mantis, and it's a boarding ship now. Technically, yes, but, you know. Try out some new stuff, right? I like to think I managed to do as much. For instance, the mother hen without means of healing, but giving you a recon teleporter, or what else? Like the Triquetra, where you just boarded with drones. Some of the landing ships by Federation scum did some really interesting methods on boarding. You know, possibilities are endless. You mentioned it in your own thread as well, Pleu, and we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway, so far this ship isn't posing too much of a difficulty. You start off with a strong weapon, so might as well give hacking a go, right? Why not a weapon? See if we can prevent ourselves from getting hit by a missile or something. I doubt it, but you know, high hopes. There you go. High hopes. And while we wait, I'm going to get a drink of water. It's getting pretty warm outside today, and need to stay hydrated. Wow. Could have ended it right there and then, but nope. Surrender is not an option. We're playing Captain's Edition. Okay. Sure. We want to try and get as much combat in as we possibly can. Let's hack shields, not because I think it's necessary that we take down their shields, but because it's pretty central. I hope that makes some sense at least. See, now it's going to be a pain in the butt for them to get to that to repair it. That scatter drone is putting up a good fight. Doesn't deal system damage, but it doesn't have to. All the enemy has to do is get our hull down to 0 over the course of 50 battles or something, and well, probably more than 50, and it'll win. We, on the other hand, have to protect our hull as much as possible. Another missile launcher will take that thing down again. People in their missile launchers. Shh. Cool. I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be an ice ship in here as well. I don't know. The problem with the ice ships is, whilst they're unique with interesting play style, as in, you know, don't need crew and stuff like that. Auto repairs, constant manning on doors and sensors, which means if you do end up buying crew, you don't have to spend crew on making that happen. And then, of course, there's the entire thing with them that they need you know, special needs, so to say. Something against breaches, something to fend off potential borders that don't need air, etc., which kind of does limit you in the options you have. And by limit you in the options you have, I mean it's already shoving a few things in you where you need to take into account, like you'll probably get slug gel, and you'll probably get a repair drone or a weapon, and that means one of your slots is already going to be filled with stuff you kind of have to get in there. But again, I got a soft spot for drones, so not drones, AI ships. So now I do look forward to seeing one of them. Well, that wasn't really what I was hoping for, but they're really good at aiming at weapons, aren't they? Might get hit here. And they were aiming at weapons again. So that's... I need to get the odds on this. Sorry about this, but sometimes this game is throwing something at you where you just have to go like, seriously, what are the odds of that? Alright, how much rooms do we have? Let's put that over there for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's... how do I do this? 1 divided by 15 equals times 0.066666 times 0.066666 times 100 equals 0.029%. How's that for beating the odds? Now can I close the calculator, please? I would like to close the calculator now. Thank you. Okay. They say never tell me the odds, but you know. Sometimes you just got to know them regardless. Now you're gonna do the same thing with my shields? Come on, man. Don't be a jerk like that. So yeah, AI ships is something I'm looking forward to. Artillery is something I'm looking forward to. Custom artillery can be a pain in the neck to get correct. It might be stupendously underpowered on level 1, and then leveling it up twice might make it overpowered. So artillery generally tends to be a bit touch and go. But it can be done properly, given some thought. So I guess we'll see, won't we? Alright. Let's see if we get one more fight in before we move on. We will never surrender a coup, engage the enemy. Yep, alright. We'll hack shields, hack weapons to prevent one missile from hitting us. Hopefully. Okay. Surrender is not an option. Got enough center glow on engines as well, I see. Well, the fact that it took me this long to notice that means the rest of the ship catches the eye more than that. I suppose that's a good thing, right? Alright. That's gonna do it for this one. Let's do one more. Which is the ship that is action movie special, the Zoltanmobile. Looking at overpowered here. The fact that you start with 8 in the weapons, which you need to make both Vulcans work from the beginning. Yeah. That's a lot of scrap you save, and keep in mind there, as far as I can tell, there will be nothing forcing you to keep using the Vulcans. I mean, you can jump to the first beacon, get a flag 3 or something along those lines. It'll be immediately able to use that. So yeah, my bets are on this is gonna be a little overpowered. Interesting, yes, granted, but slightly overpowered. Especially if you put a Zoltan on there straight away to make everything just that tiny bit more crazy. Well, like jumping into his sun, which is not the best idea. The ship is going to be slow to get going, sure. But still, I really like what is indicated with the Vulcan animations. Can't state that enough. And that's it. We have a fire somewhere. For some reason I'm quite annoyed by this one block room here. I know it's gonna vent like crud. It shouldn't bother me, yet I know it will. Which is kind of stupid, granted, but I got weird little things I hate on this game, and ugly stuff being one of them. Anyway, let's hope we don't miss as many shots here. Oh, that's one Vulcan done. I suppose that's another reason as to why you wouldn't want to stick with both Vulcans. There we go. That's gonna help a ton. Good thing we got that clone bait, because we're gonna need it. Okay. Now that everything is powered, Time to salvage what you can from debris. Okay, just get some scrap. Do we need more power? Not really, but we'll get one. Anyway. Because I want to. Okay. So no longer need to depower oxygen. Which is gonna be a big help. And there's our oxygen on fire. Just had that rebuilt. Well. And there's some hit on shields. Good. I think this game is actually actively trying to kill me. I mean, like really actively. I mean, what are the odds of this happening? I'm not saying they are 0, alright? I understand that it's a thing that can happen, but oxygen gets taken out and I get a breach on shields whilst in an asteroid field. Seriously. Come on, guys. Yeah, I think this is it. Yep. Alright. So the game doesn't recognize that we're just straight up dead here. Huh, interesting. Alright, well, I think that's then going to do it for this episode. It's kind of embarrassing that I lost 2 of these before I even got to Sector 1. I'm just blaming the game for this. Usually, if a run ends before Sector 1, I restart the recording. And I don't hate to admit that, alright? I'm pretty sure none of you guys are interested in seeing me do a run that ends in Sector 1. And considering these are mod showcases, I don't think the mod creator would appreciate it if I did a showcase on his mod and it's only 5 minutes long because, for whatever reason, the run ended as quickly as it did. Here I don't mind this much, and you actually do get to see pretty well how some of my runs can go. So, despite me not really making any grave mistakes, or at least I like to believe, you can see how little you sometimes need for a run to just go poof. You know, I'm pretty sure this thing could be all powerful really quickly. Like I said before, all you need, like, replacing one of the Vulcans with just a dual laser and you're off like a shot. But if the game says nope, sorry, then what can you do? I mean, that breach on shields was enough to end a run. That had nothing to do with the ship. Have something like that happen with the Kestrel or something, you're dead. Alright? Nothing you can do about it. Anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still in the series for free shows, by commenting, liking, or something if you haven't already. Links to this mod will be in the video description if you want to try it for yourselves, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye, everyone.